What's up, my YouTube viewers? Today I'm going to show you how to audio video mod a Sega Genesis Model 2. You can tell it's the Model 2 because it doesn't have the volume button over here. Okay. What I'm going to do is, some guys put it in the side here. The reason why that cover's off is for my handy dandy Sega CD. But a lot of guys will put it on the side either here, which would be stupid if you have a Sega CD, or here. Now I know why now. It's because there's a little bit more space back here. But I decided to keep everything neat and tidy and to keep it in the back. Okay. So there's the original ports here. And where I'm going to do the mod is right here. I took a piece of paper and I measured, there's a little groove here in the Sega Genesis Model 2. I measured a 1/2 inch and a 1/2 inch and a 1/2 inch. And this groove from here to here is a 1/2 inch. So 1/4 inch is the center. So I made it all centered. Okay, but I did take it apart. Okay, to see what was behind there. Now over here, there is this little piece of metal here. I could pretty much just bend or cut that out of the way. That's not a big deal. So yeah, my wires are going to be running here, opposed to here, because it's just a little too close to the edge there. And I can't fit all three evenly spaced out there. So there is a spot here, but the same situation. Right here, there's a line followed down. So I'm not going to be able to fit all three in there. So I'm going to be drilling the unit here in the center points, and then I have these. I bought them off eBay. These are just your standard RCA connectors. My camera focuses. So there's going to be 3 of these like this, coming out the ass end of the Sega Genesis like this, and then the other one for video like this. These are relatively cheap. You can get these off eBay for, I think I paid, this is one set here, I think I paid like $5 with shipping, enough to do 3 modifications. So yeah, the one thing you need to know about these is the ground. Each one gets a ground and each one gets its own line, its own dedicated line. So coming off the motherboard, this is obviously going to be stereo right, stereo left, and video. Okay, so the lines go into here, this side. I don't know if you guys can see it. But so the line off the motherboard goes from here, right into there. Okay. Now the ground is going to go up here on this little lip. See it moving? So I'm going to bridge all 3 grounds together to save some space and some time. Okay. Big changes in the plans. Not too big, but when I had this apart, I noticed that this metal plate is here. Now that's not a problem, but I might be doing more than one of these, so I want to keep them all similar. So I noticed that there's more space here. Okay, but I just like, and that's a good spot for it because it's not hitting anything there. Okay, I just didn't want to go too far where, you know, it would turn. You know what I mean? So what I did do, because I am doing it on top lid, I moved my template over just a bit. Okay, so that would be the center there. So the audio videos will come out right there, and hopefully that's enough not to make it stick out at all, because that's my fear there. I don't want it to stick out. I want this to be neat. You know, I only want to do this once. So you can see that that's perfect there. There is enough meat there. There's enough room to get the power supply in. I just want to keep this, make it look like it's original. Okay, so you take your one. I'd start with a 1/16 inch drill bit. And this is a little bit difficult because I don't have a tripod holding the camera up. So you don't even want to know how I rigged the camera up. But let's see what happens. If I break it, you know what? It's just going to add character. So okay, first hole without breaking. Second hole without breaking. Come on, baby. Third hole without breaking. So there we go. Let's rip this tape off and let's see how we did. Okay, that looks pretty clean actually. I'm going to keep this template for future mods. Yeah, it looks pretty straight. Okay, so there's the bad boy there. I just don't want to have it hanging over. So that's the first step. The second step is you want to drill the holes bigger now in order to accept this side over here, all the wiring. So you got to go with a bigger drill bit. I recommend just under 1/4 inch. I probably should have left the tape on there just to keep any chipping or anything down. So okay, that didn't take much at all. Good Chinese plastic. Okay, there's 2. And there's 3. There's the mod right there. And they're all evenly spaced. So now, I guess you'd flip this over and praying to Sonic the Hedgehog here. Oh, that's tight, but that's what you want. You can see that just threading in there. I probably could have reamed it out, but I figured it's such a lightweight plastic that I didn't really want to put any pressure on it. And you always want to work with this stuff warm. You don't want this plastic to be cold by any means, because that's when chipping occurs. So there's the right side audio. Next is going to be the left side audio. And sorry about the lighting here. This is the best I can do, guys. Like I said, this is going to be done in a few parts, maybe 3, 4. So here's the left side audio. That one went in a little bit smoother. Okay, there's the left side. And last, but certainly not least, we have the video. Now, that's a pretty cool mod. I can't wait for this to work. I got an awesome Sega CD. So there's the mod there, all evenly spaced. Like that's a little bit loose in there, but once I put the nut from the other side, it'd be evenly spaced. So you can see how it's going to look. Hey, breaking dishes. So there's a little piece of metal there that I can pen back. It's not a big deal. This is going to be pushed back in, but you can see how it's going to look. So that's, you know, that's going to get mounted a little bit better. But yeah, there's the mod. You know, it keeps everything nice and clean. Everything to the back. There's no issues. It's not holding up anything. But this is part 1. Tune in for part 2.